All right, guys, I'm back. Now, my video had cut off again. Like, honestly, my phone, I don't know why I have to keep deleting TikTok. Now, I think it could be the app itself because even when it comes to like clearing the cache or clearing downloads and things like that, I find the app is very slow. Okay. Even with YouTube, I don't even deal with that with YouTube. And I get that every platform has like a different thing. But I noticed that lately with TikTok, it's like it will save up all this data, all this stuff. And the moment you go in the app and you clear it, it's like you still have to go into your iPhone storage and clear it there. So even that too, it's like you have storage on the phone. And that could be significant too, okay, as an analogy. Because you know I like to transmute energy, right? But even that, looking at that too as an analogy could be significant where you know you have storage or you know you have space in your phone, but then it almost feels like your phone is trying to stop you from having space or keeping space in your phone. You know what I'm saying? Like in that energy, like a blockage almost. How about I take that analogy and I do it in the reading? Let's continue the reading, right? So I do apologize, guys, if I have to do a two-parter. This happened to me yesterday too. But the show must go on, all right? So there is something about the energy where even that analogy that I just used when it comes to storage and space, that could be how you feel when it comes to like romance and remaining positive. It's like, even though deep down in your heart, you know that, you know, you maybe want love, you want to be treated lovely, you want to, you know, experience what it's like to be with somebody, whether this is like a relationship or not, but being around people who genuinely care for you the way that you care for other people. And it's not because you're doing it because you want something in return or you want to gain access. A lot of people are lacking and are wanting and craving intimacy, not sexually. Okay, everybody can, you know, do whatever they want to do inside, outside, around the house, out the house, whatever, right? Everybody can have intercourse. That's not the point I'm making. Anybody can have intercourse. The point I'm making is you can have intercourse with anybody, but you cannot be spiritually connected to somebody. And also, you can be connected to somebody vibrancy or frequency and love them. Okay, but that still doesn't mean that you're connected to them the way that you connect to other people in a sense, right? It's almost like your energy is like a border or like a line where it cannot be crossed. It's like people can come to it, okay, they can get close to it, but they can't really get through it, right? And that could be significant too, where some of you guys are needing to remain positive when it comes to connections, intimacy, okay, growing and building with other people who have similar mindsets or mind frames like you. Okay, so even that is also significant too, where some of you guys are dealing with certain things where the energy is making you feel like you don't want to be positive, especially love, right? Like, you can go through relationships, you can have its ups and downs, but for some of you, even if it's a friendship or not, closing your heart off and not allowing good things to reach you because you deserve that, you desire that, right? Why don't you deserve that? What makes you think that you don't specifically deserve that? You do. Right? So there is something about spirit that they could be saying to remain positive when it comes to romantic situations or just romance in general. Even when it comes to the opposite of sex, there's something about being positive that you will find who you're meant to be with, whether this is a friendship, whether this is romantic, whether this is, you know, karmic energy, right? Because we talk about twin flame energy and things like that. I don't really talk about it all the time, but it does show up in my messages sometimes. So that is also significant too, where some of you guys are realizing this, so that when it comes to romance and how you share your romance or your heart, you could be very, you know, specific about who, what, when, where you share that with, right? And even when it comes to judgment too, you could have had people that were judging you because of what you've went through in love, right? Not everybody has smooth sailing. Like, some people can just meet someone for the first time. That's it. They're married, they're together. For some people, it could be a month, right? And they just know, right? But that's because the both of you guys are on the same page. You guys are on the same level. Then that is also why you got to be careful too, because someone can still mirror your energy and they're still not for you. So is it good to get to know people first before jumping the gun? Of course. Okay. It may seem old school, but it's true. Get to know somebody. Okay. Court them. Fine. The newer generation maybe doesn't want to take people on dates. They don't want to do all that because it's a waste of money and a waste of time and all that stuff, right? But I always say, if you want to be treated a certain way, treat people the way you want to be treated, right? So even that too can have its pros and cons. You can still treat people the way you want to be treated and still be treated poorly. But having discernment of who you allow in your space and in your energy is significant as well. Whether this is romantic, whether this is a friendship, whether this is family, whatever it is. But Spirit is saying to remain positive. Okay, remain positive, keep in that vibrancy, keep that frequency high. Because let's be real, entities want you to be mad. Okay, entities want you to be mad. They want you to be low vibrational. They want you to, your immune system to be shot, right? Think about it. So the more that you remain positive, the more that you put that energy out there, it doesn't matter what connection it is, you're attracting that as well. Okay, so take my analogy, even when it comes to space, making space and storage for your heart, because there is a lot in store for you guys when it comes to that. And even when it comes to boundaries too, you protecting your boundaries is fine, right? We talk about this all the time. It's okay. That's fine. But protecting it so much to the point where even you are starting to see that you're not receiving certain things because you're maybe overly protective is also significant too. So there's something about balance, okay, that could resonate for some of you, learning about your boundaries, learning about, like I said, who and what you want. For some of you guys too, it could be very quiet. Okay, like it's very quiet. There's no phone calls, there's no texts, there's no nothing. Okay, but you guys are still attracting what it is that you want. People who think like you, people who are similar to you. Okay, you know how some people talk about the 90s or the 80s where, I know it's like this. I'm just going to say genders are very significant back in the day. Gender roles were very significant. Nowadays, it's not the same. I know, okay? Every man can cook for themselves. Every woman can cook for themselves. It's just, there's too much to remember. Okay. There's too much to remember when it comes to like certain things. So that is why I'm saying it like that. Cause it's just like, yes, we are aware. Okay. But even when it comes to like old school love, that is significant. Like, those videos where people think that love is fake. It's not. It just died out because people thought that doing what other people think it's okay is more important than doing what makes your heart happy, following your heart. Okay, those men out there or women out there who they don't want to date somebody because they're scared what people might think about them, those kind of people, right? Instead of just following their heart and doing what makes them happy, things would be so much easier, right? But instead it's, well, what does society think of me? What do they think if I date this person or this race or this culture? Ooh, hoogie boogie, right? But once you're confident in yourself and you trust in yourself and you do what makes you happy, there's no fear, there's no worry, there's no nothing. So that could be significant too, where some of you guys are like that, okay? You may tell people how you feel authentically right off the bat, okay? You may talk about certain things with people right off the bat, and people may look at you like you're crazy. Like, why would I open up myself to you like that? But that's just how you are. That's how you connect with people, right? Even when it comes to dates, people don't want to spend money on dates anymore. They think it's a waste of time. Well, it wouldn't be a waste of time if everybody would be on the same page. You know what I'm saying, guys? Like, if everybody was literally on the same page, nobody would be wasting their time, okay? Nobody be wasting money on dates, okay? There's something about that, too, like learning to court people, date people, okay? Even when it comes to the energy where maybe men may feel like, why am I chasing a female? Okay, why am I chasing that? It's true. You don't have to chase a female. You don't have to chase a relationship. You don't have to chase none of that, right? But at the same time, for some of you guys too, when it comes to relationship, as much as you say you don't want to chase something, whether you're masculine or feminine, you still want and still need love. Doesn't matter who you are, okay? It's the same people who say that they don't need anybody in their life, but they have a pet. Okay, guys, this is what I'm talking about. You still need something. okay, to make you feel whole or to make you feel like you're comfortable in whatever environment or setting you're in. So as much as we sit here and talk about, oh, I don't care about relationships, oh, right? A lot of people say this, right? But deep down inside, not everybody, but some people, it's like you go home and you don't have anyone to come home to. It's lonely. Okay, being a spiritual person, it gets lonely. All right, some of you may know this. Now, some of you have a person that you're with, and maybe you guys are on the same path. That is also significant. You know what I mean, guys? So, when it comes to romance, pay attention to maybe how you feel, your thoughts, okay, what you're attracting, okay, who you're around as well when it comes to the energy and how you feel, right? Because if somebody's in your energy and it's romantic and you feel uncomfortable around them all the time, that's not it. You know, a person should make you feel safe, okay? Not because they're making you feel safe so that they can attack, but your nervous system is also important as well. All right, guys. But I'm going to end it here because it's a two-parter. But thank you, guys. I love you guys. And I hope you guys have a wonderful Tuesday. Follow me on TikTok and YouTube. And my website is www.mysteriouslyunique.ca. All right, guys. I thank you guys. I love you guys. And I hope you have a wonderful Tuesday. All right. Bye.